to an algebra tutorial video learning about linear modeling and average rate of change. As we're going through linear modeling is just applying what we know about linear equations, slopes, average rate of change, but trying to fit patterns and circumstances that we see around us, data that we can get from the world, and trying to see, can we fit a linear equation? Does it seem to really fit what we see going on here? So here we got a graph that's showing the median home price value over 2011 to 2014. And you can kind of see it sort of follows a linear trend, right? 2013 had more of an increase, then it kind of tapered off a little bit. But it gives us kind of something that maybe we say, hey, let's come up with a linear equation, or let's try and use some linear modeling to understand what's going on with median home price values. And the question is, what is the average rate of change for the median home price value from 2011, so from right here, to 2014, right here? Another way to interpret what this problem is asking me to find is sort of like saying, okay, if I just drew a straight line from there to there, recognizing that it's data, sometimes it's above, sometimes it's below, it doesn't fit my line perfectly, but if I draw a straight line, what's the slope of that line? That's another way of saying this problem. Slope is the average rate of change, and so we're wanting to find the slope of the line. So in this problem, we actually need to use the slope formula to think about what's going on here. So let's do its slope formula. Oops, let me switch to writing. Slope formula m equals the change in your y values divided by the change in your x values. And then we need to actually get a couple of points. So let's see if we can interpret the points. In the year 2011, if I read my graph, the approximate median home price value is 170,000, 175, just a little bit above 175,000, but I'm going to do, let's say 175.5. Just interpreting that off the graph. Now let's get the coordinates of this point over here. So this is the year 2014. And if I interpret this value, there's 220,000. It jumps up another, so I'll probably call it about 222. 222,000. Again, we're just interpreting it off a graph. You could also research this data. I just took it straight from the census.gov website. But there's a couple of values, and it'll get us into the same point. So we have, over a 3-year period, 2011 to 2014, we want to see what was the average increase per year. All right, so let's find the slope then. We got 2 points now. Let's find the slope and see what's going on. So I need to subtract the y values. So we've got 222,000 minus 175,000. That'll give us the change along y, the increase along y values. Then we need to subtract the x values. So 2014 minus 2011. All right, let's do some calculations here. 222,000 minus 175,000. Gives us an increase of 47,000. So over that 3-year period, the median home value increased by $47,000. And if I subtract the bottom, 2014 minus 2011, it was over 3 years. So again, I always encourage you, as you're doing linear modeling, keep your units. Think about what are all these numbers you're finding. 47,000 is $47,000. So put a little dollar sign. 3 years is 3 years. So put the years next to it. So you're just always kind of understanding, okay, what do these numbers mean? What am I finding? So we just found out over a 3-year period it increased by $47,000. But I want to find the average rate of change. So I want to turn that into a rate, which means I'm going to divide 47,000 by 3. And we get an average rate of change of $15,660, I'm going to round it to $67 per year. That's my average rate of increase. So if I was a homeowner and took some data for the last 3 years, I now have kind of an idea to base future values. So in 2015, I might say, oh, I can expect roughly an increase of $15,000 in my home value per year. Or if I'm buying a home, I might say, oh, nuts. Home values are increasing by 15,000 per year. I need to take that into consideration when figuring out how to purchase my own home. And home prices go up and they decrease, but for the short period, it gives us kind of some understanding of the patterns we see in the home value market. So hopefully this is a helpful problem for you, understanding when you see the words average rate of change, and when you're finding the average rate of change, you're picking again 2 points, and you're just trying to find the slope of the line between those 2 points.